There's a problem we are all experiencing right now with Pokemon, and it's that we can't get products for reasonable prices at release, and even before release, because all these products now go up crazy in the pre order times, and that highlights the problem pre ordering. But this wasn't really a problem, though, that we were really facing in the first year of Scarlet and Violet, because it's just been recently now that we've seen this huge surge of demand with Pokemon. The Pocket TCG app, 151 getting super expensive. That set was obviously popular out the gate, but just recently got really expensive. Then we had Twilight Masquerade, and then now Surging Sparks, which arguably is the best main set we've seen so far from Scarlet and Violet. Then people saw Prismatic Evolutions was going to come out being an Eevee set, then a Team Rocket set. You can see how this is kind of all adding up and all this stuff happening kind of all at once. It's really caused a huge surge of demand for Pokemon. Now, like I said, in the first year of Scarlet and Violet, pre-ordering, being available, it was never a problem. You could order any booster box for $100 or less easily on pre-order. Elite Trainer boxes like 151 you could get for under retail. Pre-ordering wasn't a problem. You could pre-order months out. You could pre-order like a week out. It was all the same. But now we're really seeing the problem with pre-ordering right now because of this huge surge of demand, and it really is a problem that I think it's not going to get fixed, but it's the reason why we're seeing these crazy prices at release. It's because these products are available months out from being released for pre-ordering, and with this huge surge of demand, it causes a lot of things to go wrong and just a lot of things to just happen with this market that we're experiencing right now with these crazy prices. And it really just first started with Surging Sparks. So Surging Sparks, this was sort of the time where Surging Sparks, we didn't know anything really about this set. We just knew it was a Pikachu set. We didn't know it had all the SARs and whatever in it. But as soon as we figured out, and at this point they were around $110 a box or $100 a box. I know here it says like $120, but you could easily buy pre-order at $100 around here. But as soon as people figured out and the cards got leaked that there was a Pikachu SAR, that there's a Milotic, that there's a Latios, the boxes started to go crazy. You can see here, this is around when we figured out that there was those cards in the set. And when that happened, these boxes went all the way up on pre-order, and it peaked at around $160, just about MSRP, which, was bad because we've never seen this with any other main set from Scarlet and Violet. So the fact that we saw a booster box pre-order for MSRP was insane. We never saw this. And this was a problem. This is pretty bad, buying a booster box at MSRP, because you really never had to do that on pre-order, but it happened. But we are experiencing this problem with pre-ordering, and it's really being highlighted even more now with Prismatic Evolutions. So Prismatic Evolutions, before the Evolution SARs got leaked, right? You could pre-order these readily available on GameStop. I remember I made videos showing you guys, these are available on GameStop for pre-order. Right now would probably be a bad time to just, pre-order right now, because we know it's an Eevee set, but we really don't know everything that's inside of it. But just with the demand, everyone talking about it, it wouldn't be the worst idea to pre-order. Now, I wish I would have, pre-ordered some myself, because, now it's impossible. But it really shows the problem with, this pre-ordering thing. The fact you can pre-order months in advance, and obviously cards get leaked from the Japanese side, and we can know months in advance what cards are going to be in there. It really causes a lot of hype and a lot of just product to be bought out months before the set gets released. And that's what causes this huge problem with just, we're seeing products literally grow without any cards, anything. The whole set's not even released yet. It's just a problem that we're able to pre-order. Like, these are literally growing without even being released yet. Like, because people are just buying out these pre-orders, and these prices just continue to go up. And it's crazy because there's no cards or anything we don't know the prices of these cards. We don't know anything. But just the products are getting bought out so quickly, months in advance, that literally supplies drying up before the set gets released. And that's why we're seeing people pay insane prices for Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes. It's because now everywhere, they're all sold out for retail. You can't really get them anymore. Will there be more, available later in the future? Maybe. But some people are so scared that people are actually paying now $110 for a normal Elite Trainer box. These are the people that are hopefully, have money, because if they don't and they're buying these thinking that maybe they can invest or flip these, they might get hurt, because right now we are in a time where obviously there's a lot of demand, and this stuff is not going to last forever. All this demand and stuff, $110, and we're still a little bit under 2 months away from the set being released. It's crazy. This is not normal, and I told you guys I'm not buying into these prices because it's absolutely insane. But the reason why this is happening is because you're able to pre-order this much in advance, and with all this hype and everything, just product and everything gets bought out so quickly, and just the prices go up before the set being released, and it's just a big problem that we're able to pre-order this far in advance. And you know, it's one of those things where you can't really I mean, you can't do anything about it, because it's not like people are in all these stores are not going to, just all like just not have pre-orders available. But to really stop this problem, right now that we're having with all these crazy prices even before these sets being released, is to just get rid of pre-ordering and just have these products available to buy at release when the set actually comes out. I think that would really help and give everyone sort of a somewhat fair chance, and not have this crazy market when these things go crazy before even be released. It's just to just get rid of pre-ordering. I mean, it's never going to happen, but that's the reason why we're seeing all this stuff happen, is because people are just able to buy all these products so far in advance that when, time comes for the set to be released, there's no more product on the market because everyone pre-ordered. It's crazy. And the fact that people are willing to pay this much for these products this far in advance just shows you how much demand there is for this. Like it's insane, and it's really not normal. Like this is not like a normal thing. People that thinks that this is like, people are willing to pay for this, I just think it's crazy. I'll never pay this much for a Elite Trainer box, because it's just not normal. And people are even, for more exclusive products like the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, people have literally paid $400 for one Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. Just one. And these go for what, $65? This is what happens when we have pre-orders sell out for Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes that quickly, and everyone kind of knows that at release it's going to be a nightmare. You're probably never going to be able to get these. People are going to have, whatever bots, or just, it's going to be a mess, right? So, I just want to make this video to kind of just talk about this problem with pre-ordering. And it was never a problem, really. Like I said, with just regular demand, like a year ago, there was no problems with pre-ordering. But since we have this like increase in demand all of a sudden, pre-ordering you have to pre-order literally when nobody knows anything about the set, and then you gotta hope that it's a really good set and that you get the stuff before it goes crazy. Because Prismatic Evolutions is a perfect example of that. That when no one really knew what was in the set other than it was the Eevee set, you could pre-order everything. But then when everyone figured out all the cards inside of it, it went crazy. And, the Elite Trainer box is being at $110, and people pre-ordering Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes at $400. We still have, what, a little bit under 2 months to go until the set actually gets released. Think about how far this could actually grow. Obviously, more places could have pre-orders up for retail, whatever, or some places could, have them available for cheaper. But I think a lot of these card stores are getting smarter, knowing this market and how much people are literally willing to pay for these normal products on pre-order, that I don't know if that's going to happen. These things still have time to grow before you can be released. It's insane. And this whole problem with pre-ordering, it's crazy. Obviously, I'm an investor or whatever, and I want to, buy the stuff and, for it to grow. But the fact that you literally can't get anything right now for Prismatic Evolutions at retail literally months in advance, like, this is the point where it's actually insane. Like, it's just crazy. It's like you literally just, I mean, for the next few sets that come out or whatever, we know it's going to be Team Rocket and some other sets. At this point, literally, especially, I mean, with Surging Sparks, it wasn't terrible, right? It was bad, but with Prismatic Evolutions, this is really showing that you really just got to pre-order anything at this point in this sort of market before we know anything about cards, because once people figure out what's in the set, it's over. It's crazy. So that's all I want to talk about today, is just pre-ordering and the problem with that in this market. And we're really seeing it with Prismatic, and I don't think it's going to get any better with any of these future sets. So just want to talk about this problem. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, what you think about this whole pre-ordering thing. Do you think it's a bad thing, and do you sort of agree with me that you think that pre-ordering is bad in this whole market where literally products grow into insane amounts before the set gets released? Yeah, it's just crazy, and I just want to talk about it. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.